I took German a little bit in high school.
Really?
That's about it.
In the U.S.?
Yeah. My teacher was Herr Agaki, was his last name. Super great guy. Super, super
And he was
nice.
German?
Yeah. Yeah.
How come? Like a German guy?
To teach German to English kids, I guess. Yeah, he was great. Really good.
What did you learn?
I mean, that was so long ago. Not going to date myself that long, but
Could you count? That's what you usually like. Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
Cool.
Let's see. Is it Ich habe Lindsey? Is it
Ich heiße.
Ich heiße.
Yeah.
Ich heiße Lindsey. Wie
Habe
geht's?
means have, like I have.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my mom and I went to Germany like 5 years ago on like a mother-daughter trip.
Where did you go? Berlin.
It was on like a winter Christmas market.
Ah,
so
nice.
we did a lot of Christmas markets.
You don't have that in the US, right? Like this kind of Christmas markets.
Not like it is here. No.
Yeah, Germany is like very, very popular for its Christmas markets.
It was fun. Yeah. So there was a few things that I could help, like order and drinks and beer and
one
things
beer,
like that.
please.
Yeah, ein Bier.
Ein Bier.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, usually, not all Germans are able to speak English, but I mean, the percentage of Germans speaking English is so much higher than the percentage of English-speaking people
for sure.
speaking German.
Yep. Or any other language.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
But it's funny that you are able to learn in school. So
Yeah. Yep. My brothers and I all took German.
Cool.
So, yeah. That's fun.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't really use it in your day-to-day life,
You're right.
I mean, what's the use for it, right?
Yeah. I don't want to tell you that I know any German. I know a couple words.
It's okay.
But I can count.
It's perfect. I can count in Cantonese.
Oh, really?
I lived there. I lived in Hong Kong for 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't really learn anything.
Right.
But when I traveled there, usually they have this kind of mini buses where you drive around the city, and you have to get off the buses somehow.
Yeah.
And there's like a 7-Eleven at every corner.
Yeah.
And when you wanted to get off, you had to say 7-Eleven because there was no button to press. You just had to tell them how to get off. And Tsat Sabyat means 7-Eleven.
Oh, there you go.
Awesome. And my room number was, let me think, it was 33. Sam means 33 in Cantonese.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's great. The things
Some people stuck in.
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah, that's funny. That's awesome.
So what are you here for? What is your
for?
expectations of the Coaches Congress?
Well,
are there any?
Yeah, I mean a little bit. So founding Compete for a Cure, which is a nonprofit, we have a free coaches course, and it's the breast health basics for coaches. It started with me. I used to own a gym as well. So back in the day when I owned a gym, if a breast cancer survivor had come into my gym, I probably wouldn't have known what to say, what to do. I probably would have been like, I don't know if I can help you. So I wanted to make sure that the first thing we did is provide like a course that broke that barrier. So that way when the survivor does come in, you aren't nervous, you kind of know the terminology. And so I just created a quick course just for coaches. Any kind of coach, doesn't matter. It's not CrossFit specific. It's just a coach course that they can take. And if you took it, it would maybe take you 20 minutes. It's got some quizzes in there, just so you obtain some of the stuff. And then, so at the Coaches Congress, I'm like, gosh, how great would it be if all these coaches knew there's a free course you could take that, and then, if you had a survivor come in, you're like, I already took this course. I already know how to talk to them. I know how to do icebreaker questions. I know the basics of breast cancer. And so, that's kind of the goal, is to get more coaches to know that there's resources for the coach, not just the survivor.
So when someone joins a gym, usually it's not the first thing you tell someone that you have or had breast cancer.
Probably not.
How do you find out?
I mean, that same thing. It's like, you're a gym owner. A lot of people kind of open up right away. And also you might have clients that are going to be diagnosed someday, so that you already know them. And that's kind of what we've seen a lot, is the people that we're already working with or that we know, or even competing at events, like they're doing it because they know the importance of health and fitness. But it's going to kind of be up to the person if they want to tell you. Some of them, hopefully you'll know them already. But then, if you hung your certificate that you get with the free course, and that's a good advertisement to survivors. Like, hey, come to our gym. We're familiar with this. We'd love to help you. And there's resources. So
Usually when you get a diagnosis like this, I think the last thing you're thinking about is like joining a gym or
Yes.
doing some kind of exercise. Usually the doctor says you have to focus on this and there's no time, you won't have energy. So how can you deal with this? I mean, I think it's very difficult, right?
Right. I am not a survivor myself. My mom was, and that's why I kind of got into being passionate about stuff like this. When each person's journey is going to be totally different. Each diagnosis is different. How you react to things are different. There is so much new science too that's coming out, and things with exercise, that exercise is the only thing that can reduce fatigue when you're going through chemo. And if you don't know that, then you're not going to do the exercise. But then you do the exercise and you're tired, but then it also combats your fatigue, and it just kind of goes back and forth. And we've seen, just talking to survivors too, that we know, like some of them, their doctors aren't on board with them doing exercise because they know it causes fatigue, but then at the same time it reduces fatigue, and it's like this crazy circle. So I think if they can find, a team of doctors that is knowledgeable enough about that, it'll help them feel better. But that's just a small part. Exercise is a small part of their journey. There's so much more to it. But it's all going to be individual. It's all going to be what that person needs, what they want, how they feel that day. And just, some of them are like, I just want to move. So they're going to walk that day. It's up to them. So, yeah.
You said you own a gym yourself. Are you still owning a gym? Or
No. We sold our gym in 2019. We had our daughter, and then after that it was either kind of go all in on Girls Gone RX, which is our event company. It was kind of like this weird situation that we were in. The gym was doing really well, but I didn't want to be coaching and missing bedtime, or be coaching and missing her waking up in the morning. And it took us a really long time to have kids. So once that came and we didn't want to miss those moments, we sat down and talked about it, and it was just our time. I do definitely miss it though. I miss the social aspect, and I miss seeing the 5 a.m. crew go to their spot and their barbells and all of that. So, yeah. But, yep, owned a gym in Colorado for 8 years.
So community plays a very, very important role in everything you do?
Everything I do, I think community aspect of it, and that's the driving force, is, for me personally, when you're a gym owner, you get to make impacts in people's lives, and you see them day to day, and I wanted to do something that would continue that. Plus, we were already doing Girls Gone RX events. And so in that way, I could see like helping gym owners do great events that benefit a breast cancer charity. And then when we founded the breast cancer charity, I'm like, what a great way to keep making impacts, but on a global scale. And nobody was doing kind of what we're doing, like providing the grants, the education, and the resources. And I was like, well, why not me? Why not just go for it and make it happen? And that's it was never the plan to found a nonprofit. And I'm definitely still learning. And if anyone has tips, I'm definitely open to that.
I don't have any tips. I'm sorry.
Give me all your tips. But it's more of, I wanted to keep making impacts. I wanted to, when we do our Girls Gone RX events, for example, I wanted to, like, if you're fundraising at an event and you see the person that benefits from that, like directly, I think that's like this big circle of evolving empowerment where you compete at an event, you fundraise at an event, and now the gym owner who got diagnosed with cancer gets to have help because we did this event. So,
do you have a lot of exposure to Europe with your events, or is it like mainly in the US?
I mean, mainly in the US because I'm in the US. We have a lot of events in Canada. We had a lot of events in South Africa. And with Girls Gone RX on that side, we have affiliates, kind of like a gym owner, and they run the events how they want, as long as they benefit breast cancer. And so I don't know if were you at the Berlin Coaches Congress?
Yeah,
Did you meet Sarah at all? She was there for us.
I think I saw her keynote, at least part of
Maybe, I don't know if she spoke or not, but she was
or
there.
I was at the booth, something like
maybe at the booth.
Yeah, maybe at the booth.
So Sarah is going to be taking over. She was in South Africa. She just moved to Europe. She's amazing, and she'll be doing all of the Europe and UK events. So yeah, we've had a lot of events in the UK, and then a few starting in Europe. So
how does it work? Do you like contact the people, or the affiliates, they contact you and they say they want to host an event? How does it work?
A little bit of both. In the U.S., because we've been doing events since 2012, it's a little bit of people apply to host. We've had gyms that have hosted for years and years, so they're continuing to host. We get new applications all the time, so it's a little bit of both. You can apply to host, or sometimes we'll know the gym owners, and that's how we connect with them. So a little bit of both.
I mean, it's a very important topic, right? So.
Right.
I think especially in Germany, I mean, I only know it in Germany because I'm German, like you're an American, so.
Yeah.
But it's a topic where not so many people talk about it.
Right.
Because it's difficult to talk about it, and it's a very sensible topic, but it's like
for sure.
present everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people who have been diagnosed with breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I know people from like close friends and family who died because of breast cancer. So, and I think it's not just me. I think it's everyone, right?
Right.
And I think what you're doing is really great, and it's very important that someone who's like living with this diagnosis or in a family, that you find something that other people can benefit from.
Right.
Especially when you can combine it with your daily business. I mean, you used to be a gym owner, right?
Right.
And you hosted competitions anyways. So,
yes. Yeah.
And then you have this great cause where you are able to support other people. Mm-hmm. And I think that's something that a lot of people, they have a power that they don't really know about.
Right.
And it's so cool to see that other people like do it like you.
Right. Yeah. Well, thanks. It's been great. I mean, when we founded the nonprofit, I was very nervous because now I'm managing a nonprofit and people maybe knew us from events or gym owners. And so the amount of support that we received just last year alone was like more than what we expected, more than I expected. And we had a goal of getting our grant process started, not like giving grants, but we did it all last year. I was like, I will work, as many hours as I need to do to get this to happen. And so it was cool because we got our grants. Like we gave out grants last year to individuals. We gave out grants to gym owners. We've partnered with HSN, which has been a great partnership. So survivors get free nutrition coaching for 12 weeks. They don't have to pay for it. And then we're partnered with a mental health coaching company for this coming year, plus a medical team that will get more on the medical side. So the goal, we never want to have to focus on how much money or insurance or any of that a survivor has. They should have access to all the same resources, if not more. And so that's been my goal, is I don't want anyone to have to stress about that stuff, but they should still have these amazing resources. Imagine if you had a dietitian that's telling you exactly how to eat while you're going through treatment or post-surgery. And I think it's been amazing. And then talking to the survivors, talking to the companies that we've partnered with, I'm shocked it's all happening, and it's happening so amazingly. And it's just been awesome. It's been cool to see on my side that the people that have been, I guess, impacted or benefited from what we're doing, it's it's cool.
How would you encourage someone to do something like you did? Is there anything that you would tell to people?
To start what I'm doing?
Yeah, or something where they can help others with the things that they are already doing?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'll talk about tomorrow during my keynote, is a little bit of what we do, but then also if you want to bring philanthropy into your community, it's something, I think, if you're passionate about something, it's kind of easy to do. Same thing like a gym owner. You're passionate about health and fitness. You own a business. There's a lot more to it than just showing up every day. Doing fundraising events it's fun, literally fun. I love different ideas and, do a pink day where everybody wears pink and it benefits breast cancer. Or, I'm a veteran, so when I see people doing veteran events, it all helps something that you're passionate about. And I think it's easy to do if you are passionate about it. If not, talk to us. I'll help you get ideas. I mean, I've done so many events over the years. I'll gladly help anyone come up with something, for sure.
I can put the links in the show notes so that people can reach out to you.
Yes.
And I really enjoyed talking to you.
Thanks.
And
Same.
it's very great to see that people like you are doing the things they're doing, and I really love it. And I hope that I can share the wisdom in my community, especially in Germany, because usually when you compare like the CrossFit or the functional fitness space in Germany is like 1%. It's like very small compared to the US market. And it's always important that I try to talk to people outside of my community to let my community know that there are so many cool things.
Right.
Especially in the American market, and it was very cool to talk to you.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then I wish you a very, very nice weekend.
Yeah.
Enjoy it here in Stockholm, Sweden, and talk to you soon.
Sounds good.